Hello there. This is H.D. Ingles. There's an excellent chance you've never heard of me. I'm 83 years old. For a comparison, if you can call it that, our president is 79. Uh, if you went to high school and graduated in this century and you don't have a calculator available, that's 4 years older. Okay, enough of jokes. I have had some previous podcasts on SoundCloud and YouTube, but all I did was read a few things I'd written and have little pictures, no video. Well, I decided to go for it, and I am now on Zoom. So I'm going to Zoom along here. What I'm saying is I'm going to go for broke on my podcast, and I'm just going to blab. By the way, if you notice me looking down every once in a while, it's because I have voluminous notes, aka teleprompter. Okay. Now I have a website, hdingles.com. That's HDINGLES.com. As a matter of fact, if you're interested, I would like you to look at it. But if you're not interested, I still have a website. Okay. I have some blogs on it, and I have some books on Amazon, and you can click the little Amazon button on my website and see what books are available. Now, enough of that. Since you don't know who I am, there's a chance that you should learn a little bit about me, not much. Believe me, this will be short. If I gave you a play-by-play of 83 years, I ain't young enough to last that long. Anyway, I was born in 1939 in Huntington, West Virginia. I had 6 elder sisters, which is a bunch of sisters. I was born at the tail end of the Depression. My sisters saw the brunt of the Depression because my youngest sister is 10 years older than I, which means she was born in 29. Mom and Daddy had some hard times, but they were always good parents and they tried to raise their children right. For example, even though we needed money during the Depression, my daddy would never let my sisters take a full-time job because he insisted they graduate from high school. He was hard on education. He had a 6th grade education, and his children were going to do better. Okay, what else brilliant do I have to say? And the darn phone's ringing. Now I got that. Okay, a little bit about work I've done. Just like all young guys, I've had some part-time jobs, but I spent 4 years in the U.S. Air Force. I was with IBM for a little over 27 years, and I had my own business, a computer consulting company, for about 10 years. I don't know what else to say on that one. My education, I tell you, I went to school, public school, in the 40s and 50s. And West Virginia is not considered one of the richer states in the nation. but I had a first-class education. They actually taught us things which they don't seem to concentrate on much anymore. You know, history, math, science, civics. You got the idea. Okay. Now, what the heck do I do? Oh, yes. When I joined the Air Force, they sent me to 11 months, almost a year's electronics training. They sent me to school, basic electronics and radar maintenance. Well, I'll tell you something. That was some of the best education I ever had. It's a matter of fact, it's the basis for my future. IBM computer consultant, you got the idea there. College was touch and go. I finally graduated from NC State. That's North Carolina State, in case you don't know, with a BS in computer science in 1971. I was the tender age of 32. My wife had a sense of humor, or she had to have to live with me. But darn this cigarette. She said to me after I graduated, it took you 12 years to graduate from high school and 14 to graduate from college. What the heck? The government fixed cigarettes to go out on you. Okay, that's enough for education. I'm not that well educated. Marriage. I was married on a Friday the 13th, which means we had good luck from the start. I have 2 daughters, 9 grandchildren, and to be honest with you, I can't keep up with the great grandchildren. Dear. In 2017, after 53 years of marriage, my wife died. It was sort of rough go at first, but I had to get a life. And that's when I started blogging or posting on Facebook, and I started my website. I did that in 2019. Now, enough of me in my life, because enough. Now I'll tell you a little bit about my politics. And I think that's required because that's probably what I'm going to talk about a lot. Most people believe me to be a very strong right-wing conservative. And in a way I am, but only on certain issues. Actually, I'm what you might call a constitutionalist. I dearly love and respect the Constitution of the United States of America. You know, we have a lot of politicians, or we have all politicians, who have to swear to protect and defend the Constitution. And most of them spend their lives trying to massacre it. That's both parties. I tend to, from what I've seen, I tend to think that Republicans massacre it less. That's enough of that. No more than that. Now, to give you an idea of how my thinking goes, one other thing, being in computers all these years, it was imperative logic. So let's talk about one thing. Let's talk about voting, or to be specific, voting age. For I don't know how long, centuries, it was always implicit that you were an adult and could enter in running the government if you were 21. Well, I forget when it was, the last 3 or 4 decades, I reckon, they came up with Amendment 26. And Amendment 26, if you don't know, says that a citizen of the United States who is 18 years of age or older could vote. Okay. Some people agree with that 18. Some people disagree with that 18. But that's beside the point. That's the way it is. So the Constitution says that at the age of 18, you are a responsible citizen able to partake in elections. Okay, you like it or you don't like it, but that's the way it is. My opinion doesn't matter on that. Neither is yours. Now, recently, I say recently, for me, recently could be 10 years. Our great Congress, United States Congress, passed laws saying you had to be 21 to consume alcohol and 21 to use tobacco. Oh, wait a minute. There's something wrong there, isn't it? The Constitution says you are a responsible adult at 18. Congress says you're not a responsible adult at 18 because you don't know how to handle your personal life. Well, now, the way I look at it, and this is simple, basic logic, the way I look at it is that if you're not old enough to handle your personal life, you're certainly not old enough to vote and have a say in the government. So there you go. My opinion, those laws are incorrect. Any law they pass, include they're trying to pull some stuff with firearms now, any law they pass, they're breaking the Constitution if they say you have to be 21. And nobody cares. That's what scares me. They pledge to protect and defend the Constitution, and they don't care. Well, I've blabbed long enough, haven't I? So I guess that's the end of the day for me on this one. I appreciate you listening. If you could stand to listen all the way through, and thank you. Goodbye for now.